So to continue, I got a really cold, and like I say, I changed my focus now. It's to listen to his voice, with my husband holding my hand and the anesthesiologist holding my head. So now I'm like thanking God in advance, and but I was freezing. I was very cold. So I'm waiting to hear his voice, and I know that my mom is praying and waiting. So my husband was taking pictures and videos as well with one hand. Then he got up and started making sure that he sees his son. So, which is why EJ was the first. He was the first person EJ saw when he got out, and I'm glad they allowed him to stand up and see stuff. And like I said, I was feeling the movement, not the pain, but the movements. And when I heard the cry, I was relieved and I was thanking God. And I know when they took him and Herman followed them, and he even take videos while they were cleaning him, while they were giving him his shots. And now the doctor was like, now it's the longer part. Because I was under for a few minutes until they take EJ. It was quick taking him out. And thank God it wasn't something worse, because it was only his head was stuck on the left side of my pelvic area. And he came out with a cone head, very long. But there were no major issues, no breathing issues, nothing, no cord wrapped around his neck. He was fine. In fact, he was smaller than they thought, because they thought he was going to be a big baby because the way he was presenting himself in all of the ultrasounds. Because I was like 2 weeks ahead of what my pregnancy was. Every time we go for the ultrasound, we were measuring 2 weeks ahead. So they thought he was going to come out a big baby, because at 34 weeks, he was already, I think, 6 pounds. Yeah, so, and they gain a pound every week. So we were like, okay, 5 more weeks, and he already at 6 pounds, so he may come out huge. But he came out 7'11", which was awesome, and very long, 21 inches long, so, and very vocal, as you can hear. And now it was a new thing to transition from a vaginal birth to a C-section to recovery and to seeing my son. So as soon as they wrapped him up and gave him to me, after his dad saw him and all, I just started pronouncing God's word on him out of the blue, out of nowhere, because I did not plan it. I started speaking numbers. May God's face shine on you. May God be with you. I said all these things to him, and the nurse was looking at me as if, I prepared it, but it wasn't scripted. It just came because he's a child of God, a man of God. That's what I pray for. That's who I pray for. And they took him, and Herman followed them. And I was on the table being stitched and all cleaned. Because he was born at 1:48, I think, and by the time I went back inside, it was almost 2:30, 3 o'clock, and now the fun part was I got poked 35 times because they could not find my vein to give me fluids and stuff and my meds, and then the doctor was like, we're gonna have to do a central line. I was like, no, we're not, because it's not that major. I know I need the fluids, but we're not going to do a central line. So I was like, no, I already went to the hardest part of this delivery. We cannot go through a second part. So they were like, it was like 4 or 5. We had the nurses, the phlebotomists,